Hello everyone. So this is Teacher Ayan. So ngayon, I am going to teach you how to factor polynomials. Okay, so we have at the end of the lesson, the learners should be able to factor polynomials by identifying and applying the common monomial factor. Second, expression that are differences of two squares. And number three, solve problems involving these factoring techniques. So ito po ay ginagamit ko sa aking lesson. So I hope makatulong sa iba. So first, what is a monomial? So itanong natin sa mga bata, what is a monomial? So a single term made up of a number, variable, or both. Example, we have 7x, negative 3 squared, and 10. What does it mean to factor an expression? To write it as a product of its factors, or reverse of multiplying. So what is factoring? It's the process of finding factors of a polynomial, which is the opposite of the multiplication. What is common monomial factor? A monomial that is exact divisor of all the terms in the polynomials. Example, we have 6, 8, and 2. So, ano yung kanilang GCF? O ano ang GCF? So, we can divide this by, divided by 2, okay, 2, and 2. Bakit 2? Because 6 is divisible by 2, 8 is divisible by 2, and 2 is also divisible by 2. So, kung ano yung pinaka maliit, so yun yung gagamitin natin. So, 2 is the common monomial factor of 6 and 8 and what do you remember about multiplying binomials? We use distributive property or FOIL method. When I say FOIL method, F stands for first, O stands for outer, I for inner, and L for last. What is a special product? Give an example. Okay, patterns like A plus B times A minus B, so that is equivalent to A squared minus B squared, or A plus B squared is equal to A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Okay, let's have a word drill. Factor out the GCF of the following expressions. Okay, 6x plus 12. First thing to do is hanapin natin yung kanilang factors, which is 6. Prime factorization tayo. So, ano yung multiply natin para maging 6? So, that is 6 times 1. Tama. Next, pwede pa bang ma-factor ang 6? Yes, that is 3 times 2. Then, 6x, ang factor niya is 6 times 1. So, dito tayo sa 6 times 1. Next, 12. Okay, 12 divided by, or factor of 12 is 6 times 2. And 6, factor pa siya, we have 3 times 2. Pero dito tayo, ulitin ko, dito tayo sa 6 times 2 because 6 times 1 and 6 times 2. So we are looking for the GCF, right? The greatest common factor. When I say greatest, pinakamalapit. Common. Okay. Anong meron sa isa, meron din sa kanila. So we have, ang common natin dito is 6. So, ang common, ilabas natin. So that is the GCF. And, lagay natin dito. Then put an open and close parenthesis. So we have x sa kabila plus, since plus yan siya, then 2. So, anong galing yan? So, balik tayo dito sa factor ng 6x. So 1 times x, the result is x. And then 2, okay, nandyan na. So if you're going to review this one, para mabalik siya sa 6x plus 12, you need to multiply 6 times x, that is 6x, and 6 times 2, that is 12. So our factor or common monomial factor is 6 times x plus 2. Next, how about this one? 15a squared b minus 10ab squared and x cubed plus x squared. Okay, try. What do you notice when terms in a polynomial share a common factor? When we factor out common terms, we simplify the expression. Have you seen algebraic expressions that resemble a squared minus b squared? Yes, difference of squares. It factors into a plus b times a minus b. So today, we'll learn how to simplify polynomials by factoring out the greatest common monomial factor and recognizing the special products like the difference of two squares. This helps us not only in solving algebraic equations, but also in solving real-life problems like finding the area of figures, analyzing costs, or optimizing resources in business and design. Okay, factor using common monomial. Okay, expression. We have 12x squared plus 8x. First, identify the greatest common factor of the terms. So the GCF is 12 of 12 squared and 8x is 4x. Okay, so ang ginawa natin kanina, prime factorization tayo. So 12, that is 4 times 3. At saka sa 8 naman, that is 4 times 2. So the common is 4 and x. So then factor out the GCF. So we have 4x. So 4x times 3x plus 2. So that is the answer. Check. So 4x times 3x, that is 12x squared. 4x times 2, that is 8. Now, let's go to the difference of two squares or dots. Factoring the difference of two squares or dots. Expression, we have this one. X squared minus 16. So, last week, ang topic natin is about the square of binomial or difference of two squares. So, pwede natin siya solve by using FOIL method or in using a pattern. So, this time, baliktarin natin. Yung answer is ibabalik natin doon sa original, which is A plus B times A minus B. So, step 1, recognize the pattern. Then, since x squared is a perfect square, x, because the square root of x squared is x, because x times x is x squared. 16 is a perfect square, so that is 4, because 4 times 4 is 16, or square root of 16 is 4. So, x squared minus 16 is equivalent to x plus 4 times x minus 4. Okay, next. So, you can check this one using the FOIL method. Example, x times x, that is x squared. X times negative 4, that is 4x, negative 4x. 4 times x, that is positive x, and 4 times negative 4, that is negative 16. So therefore, positive and negative 4, if you're going to add that one, the result is 0. So ang maiwan na lang is x squared minus 16. Okay. Factor polynomials with common monomial factor. So, what? Balikan natin, identify the greatest common factor of all terms. Look at the numerical coefficients and variables. Next, divide each term by the GCF. This gives the terms inside the parentheses. Next, write the factored form expression GCF times quotient of each term. Example, we have this one, 10x squared plus 15x. So, what is the GCF? Can you guess? Okay, very good. So, GCF is 5x. Then, divide each term. So, 10x squared divided by 5x, that is 2x. 15x divided by 5x, that is 3. Since x, sana yung x? Di ba? Pag i-divide natin yung ating polynomial, you subtract the exponent. So, 1 minus 1, that is already 0. So, only 1 is 3. Then, multiply or factored form, 5x times 2x plus 3. At next, number 2. Can you guess what is the GCF? Okay, very good. The GCF is 4a squared. Same process, step number 2, divide. So 8a cubed divided by 4a squared, that is 2a. 12a squared divided by 4a squared, that is 3. So factored form, that is 4a squared times 2a minus. Okay, how about this one? Example number 3. 6xy plus 9 squared y squared. Very good. So GCF is 3xy. 3xy divided by x, x 6xy divided by 3xy. The result is 2. 9x squared y squared divided by 3xy. The result is 3xy. Then the factored form is 3xy times 2 plus 3xy. Okay, let's go to the dots. Difference of two squares. The formula is a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So, conditions for dots or difference of two squares. First, dapat exactly two terms. Okay, two terms. Next, both are perfect squares. Like yung examples natin kanina, perfect squares din siya. The operation is subtraction since difference nga. When you say difference, that is subtraction. Number 1, example. This one, x squared minus 9. What is x squared is factorable? Square ba siya? May rin natin makuha ang kanyang square root. Yes, because square root of x squared is x times x. So, madali nating makita kapag ang ating exponent ay even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, pwede natin yun silang ma-factor. Next, how about the 9? Factorable? Yes. Dapat perfect. Okay, 3 times 3. So, we have step 1, x squared, and 9 are perfect squares. Subtraction? Yes. Correct. Step 3, apply the formula. So, we have x squared minus 9, that is x plus 3, and x minus 3. Okay, how about this one? Sample number 2. 25a squared minus 16b squared. Factorable bang 25a squared? Yes. How about 16b squared? Okay, yes. We have this one. So square root of 25 is 25a squared is 5a, and square root of 16b squared is 14b. Solution. Okay, we have step 2, subtraction. Since this is a subtraction difference of 2 square, so subtraction dapat siya. Then apply the formula. So we have 5a, plus 4b times 5a minus 4b. Example number 3. 49x squared minus 1. Okay, so 49, that is okay, 7x. Square root of 49x squared is 7x. Square root of 1 is equals, that is 1. Because 1 times 1 is always 1. Subtraction, check. Apply the formula. So 7x plus 1 and 7x times, or 7x minus 1. Okay, for formative assessment, so pwede natin i-solve sa mga bata. So ipasolve ko ito for 10 minutes. So directions, factor the following completely. Okay, 1 is 18x cubed plus 24x squared. 2, y squared minus 36. Number 3, 5a squared b plus 10ab. Number 4, 64a squared, or 64 minus x squared. And number 5, 3x squared y plus 6xy squared. So, 10 minutes, okay na yan sa kanila. For number 1, number 3, and number 5, that is common monomial factor. Number 2 and number 4, that is dots, or difference of two squares. So these are the answers for number 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. Right? I hope may natutunan kayo. So thank you so much for listening and pasensya na sa boses. Pagod lang and masyadong maraming ginagawa sa school. So thank you so much and have a nice day to everyone.